Yeah, it was good, mate. It's obviously 17 just wasn't meant to be. Something that's been coming for a long time. Kind of as all the way back to being a kid. Heritage has been a big part of my family. Me and my brothers, Dad's always passed it down. Something we've always been proud of. And to kind of realise that tonight, it's pretty special. I was a little bit emotional last night when I finally got to see the jersey and see your last name on the back of it. It's pretty special. It'll be one of the proudest moments of probably my footy career. I've been lucky enough to do some pretty special stuff, but to be over here at this moment with this team representing this country is something that'll stay with me forever. So pretty cool night. It's good to see Mum and Dad in the crowd there too, and I know how much it'll mean to Dad and his family.
True. Ged, sum up your emotions after that one.
Proud. I asked the boys, something I challenged them and instill in themselves to show a bit of pride, and by the end of this campaign they'll just be proud, and I'm immensely proud. Not just of the playing group, but obviously the staff that got us where we are now, and our box one ticked off and objective one done.
Luke, what was it like for yourself when Ireland's call was playing just minutes before kick-off?
Yeah, it was awesome, mate. Obviously, it's been a great couple of weeks. We've kind of immersed ourselves in it. We've had all the music going every day, and then obviously to hear that just before you're about to play, it's a special moment. But like Ged said, we've got a fair way to go now. We've ticked that first box, but there's a big challenge in front of us next week.
Do you find that you've learned a lot more about your culture and your background and where you come from now, having spent the last couple of weeks in the Irish camp?
Yeah, you obviously you're immersed in it, and there's people there that have told me some stories that I had no idea about, especially about where I'm from and things like that. So yeah, it's something you do get a lot more knowledgeable on the country and the history and things like that, and that's been a part of probably why the last couple of weeks has been special. Obviously, we've had the footy stuff, but we've had the stuff off the field that's brought us all together.
Was your dad here tonight, or is he coming?
Yeah, Dad was here tonight. Mum and Dad here tonight, and he's bringing the family over from Ireland next week. They're all pretty pumped to come and watch. So that's going to be a special one next week.
Look, you spoke about getting the jersey, seeing it for the first time out. What actually happened? What was the whole?
Yeah, we just had a little jersey preso last night. Won't give you too much details, but it's a cool moment. It's a cool moment. Obviously, put a few different rep jerseys on, and when you finally get to see that jersey with your name on the back, it's something. It's hard to describe the feeling, and then especially for your country, it's special.
How much did you actually enjoy the game, Luke, as well? Obviously, you found plenty of space now.
Yeah, it was awesome, mate. It was awesome. Obviously, I was speaking to Ged on the way in, mate. They had a proper crack. They stopped probably 5 or 6 tries that probably shouldn't have been stopped. They turned up, so they were there the whole night. They've worked really hard to get to where they are, and they're going to have a big future in front of them. This tournament's going to be tough for them. Every team that comes in the first tournament's going to be tough for them. But we enjoyed it. We kind of went through the process. We got a few things we need to fix up, but it was an enjoyable night. It was fun. You don't get too many of them in Test footy.
What was the most pleasing thing for you about it, Ged?
Just to stay grounded. We backed up on the principles of our defensive efforts, and just to concede 2 points. Immensely proud of it. The effort that they put into the defensive efforts, and just to concede on the hooter there at half time off a 50-50 call, penalty wise, would have been a nice big fat 0, and more points on the board with the kicking game. But really proud of the scoreboard, really proud of the boys.
How big is that game next week? Like on paper, it's probably the most intriguing fixture of one group stage, really.
Yeah, I think right from the start we got the right roll of the dice in terms of the layout of the teams. It's a benchmark. I've drilled in about minimum standards, and the boys have been very receptive to it. That's a benchmark there tonight, but next week we're going to go on another 15-20 level. So let's roll on to this week. Let's fix up the little areas that we got wrong. Again, we're always going to be sketchy because it was game 1. It's a new group, different calibre of blokes that come from different systems. But I'm really proud that the fact that they didn't bring any of the club football side into it. They brought the culture of the Ireland way of our football, and it's exciting rolling to game 2.
Just long term, obviously not being efficient right short term, but it's a relatively young group on the whole, isn't it? Feels like probably potentially for a couple of tournaments. Must be exciting for you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, keep people healthy on the field and playing week in, week out club stuff, and keep spreading the word of this culture and what we're building towards 25 and then beyond. But I think we've just laid a benchmark there tonight for our kids back home and our grassroots players. But we've also made a mark around the world. You know, people written us off leading up to this tournament. Again, I'll quote that when the 24 match squad came out. They're now taking it serious. This has been work in progress for months with Kez and Joe and GK and stuff like that, you know, constant Zooms and discussions on the phone, etc. But yeah, it's made a mark and looking forward to looking towards the next one.
Luke, just quickly, you said you're sort of learning more and more about this side of the world and country heritage. You fancy playing over here?
I just said, but I live in Bondi, so the weather's got me at the moment. Nah, that's nice.
Jed, you must be happy. It's great having a player like Luke next to you, but those forwards have got to create a platform against some big Jamaican lads. You must have been happy with the way that Liam Byrne went and George King in the middle.
Yeah, immensely. You know, did the jobs, did the roles, ball runners, not ball players. But again, that's the dents that they put in the opposition that creates the football opportunities for the spine. And again, objective-wise, they just did what we asked them to do, and that's what we worked to our strength.
Is that something to look forward to next week? Because you go up against Lebanon, they're going to have Moses and Douay, who are pretty strong halfbacks, but if they don't get the ball,
Yeah,
they're in middle first, right?
yeah, 100%. If we work on and pride ourselves and back up on defensive efforts and choke them, you know, that's why there was method in the madness tonight to bring your Kez off and freshen them up for next week. And you know, we're going to roll into that game with a bag full of confidence, and the pressure's all on them, not us.
Luke, have you looked forward to the draw and seeing where the quarterfinals might take you?
I honestly haven't looked that far ahead. We've kind of mapped. We obviously mapped out Jamaica, Lebanon. They're our two big ones. We understand that, you know, as a team, we need to. It's imperative we need to tick these two off, and then obviously we'll get New Zealand at the end. But this is our big one this weekend, so it's going to be exciting.
I guess it was quite a family affair on the pitch tonight as well. You know, you had both senior, both Kingsley's crossing the lines. Jed, what were your thoughts on them and how that sort of speaks levels to that DNA of Irish Rugby League?
It's special, isn't it? Really special, you know, to get your debut, but to make your debut with your brother or sibling, you know, I don't think there's anything more special. You know, GK there to make his 200th career appearance, and then to do that with Toby coming back in, with getting his second cap. It's something that people dream about. And let's hope that we can make these dreams come true for future stars of Irish Rugby League.
The boys having a beer tonight, you know, is it straight into next week?
Yeah, we're going to celebrate. You know, we're going to be smart. You know, we're going to stay on point. We're going to keep sailing the course. But I want to celebrate it because it deserves celebrating. The boys have been good, to be fair. They've been really disciplined, and you know, there's a good senior group in there. That's why the group's so good. But yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to do the caps. We're going to do the song debuts, and we're going to celebrate. But we're going to stay on course, and we've got a big course sail this week leading game 2.